Today, we are going to work on equivalent fractions and using the number line for them. We are going to examine a problem called Glenn and Maggie's chocolate bars. Before you get into the task, we are going to use the 3-read protocol to answer our question. Just as a reminder, in the 3-read protocol, we read the problem 3 times. The first time, we're just trying to figure out what the context or what the story is all about. The second time, we look for quantities, and the third time, we look to see how many mathematical questions we can come up with based on the story. Let's get into it. I'm going to read this problem to you, and I want you to think about what the story is about. No need to worry about numbers right now. Here we go. Glenn and Maggie each bought the same size chocolate bar. Glenn broke his bar into 2 equal pieces and ate 1 piece. Maggie broke her chocolate bar into 6 equal pieces and ate 3 pieces. Glenn thinks Maggie ate more than him, but Maggie argues they ate the same amount. What is this problem about? What is the context for this story? Here's what I came up with for what the story is about. First, Glenn and Maggie both have a chocolate bar. Then Glenn broke his chocolate bar and ate some. Maggie broke her chocolate bar as well and ate some. And finally, Glenn thinks that Maggie ate more. All right, I'm going to read the problem again. This time I want you to think about the quantities. Remember, quantity has a number and a unit. So an example would be 1 chocolate bar. 1 is the number, chocolate bar is the unit. Glenn and Maggie each bought the same size chocolate bar. Glenn broke his bar into 2 equal pieces and ate 1 piece. Maggie broke her chocolate bar into 6 equal pieces and ate 3 pieces. Glenn thinks Maggie ate more than him, but Maggie argues that they ate the same amount. Who do you agree with? Okay, time to identify the quantities in this story. Here are the quantities I came up with. 2 equal pieces that Glenn broke his into, 1 piece he ate, 6 equal pieces that Maggie broke her chocolate bar into, and 3 pieces she ate. Are you ready for the third read? In the third read, we identify the mathematical questions that we can come up with based on the story. Remember, a mathematical question involves math to solve it. So a question like, was the chocolate bar yummy? Is not what we're looking for right now. But a question like, how many chocolate bars do Maggie and Glenn have? The answer would be 2. That's a mathematical question. Here we go. Glenn and Maggie each bought the same size chocolate bar. Glenn broke his bar into 2 equal pieces and ate 1. Maggie broke her chocolate bar into 6 equal pieces and ate 3 pieces. Glenn thinks Maggie ate more than him, but Maggie argues that they ate the same amount. What are some mathematical questions we can come up with based on this story? Here are 2 that I came up with, but you can think of so many more. 1, how many total pieces did they eat? And 2, how much more did Maggie eat? That's kind of what we're focusing on today, because Glenn thinks Maggie ate more and Maggie thinks that they ate the same amount. So you're going to be investigating that part today. Here's the worksheet where you'll solve this problem, titled Glenn and Maggie's Chocolate Bars. We've already read this problem 3 times, but read it again just to make sure you know what the question is asking you to do. Now you have a huge spot where you're going to show what you know. I want to show you a couple ways that you could solve this problem. The first thing you could do is take out your fraction strips. You could take out the amount that Glenn and Maggie both broke their chocolate into. The second thing you could do is create a bar model. This bar can represent Glenn's, and this bar can represent Maggie's. And you could cut up the bars to represent how much they ate. And finally, this is really what I want you to focus on for today. You can create a number line to represent 1 whole chocolate bar of Glen's and 1 whole chocolate bar of Maggie's. Then you can use your fractions to show how much they eat to justify your answer. Remember, there is an I agree with blank because where you need to answer in words. Good luck.